And of course, the great thing about this movie is we have an opportunity now to have all of them not only act, but also to sing.
That's right. Among the many returns this movie represents is the return of the Disney animated musical. This film is, in fact, a bona fide musical with characters singing and expressing their thoughts and feelings to each other right on screen. It has choreography, big dance numbers, big production numbers. It features 7 original songs by the great Randy Newman, who Randy actually grew up in New Orleans, so he really knows the territory. And the style of the songs is sort of 1920s New Orleans, ranging from jazz and Dixieland to gospel and Zydeco. They're wonderful songs, and you'll hear one of those songs today, in fact. But aside from that, as John mentioned earlier, I think one of the most thrilling aspects of this movie is the return of Disney hand-drawn animation. Disney had kind of gotten away from hand-drawn animation for a while, and it's really, really great for us to sort of bring it back, because while we love digital animation and are huge, huge fans, especially films like the Pixar films, we feel like there's something that is very warm and romantic and magical about hand-drawn animation, and it felt very right for the story we're telling in this movie. And we have an all-star cast of animators. We got just a great cast, including Mark Henn, who animated Ariel and Belle and Jasmine and Mulan, and he in fact is doing our Princess Tiana, and he's doing a fabulous job. And we also have Eric Goldberg, who animated the Genie in Aladdin, a fantastic animator, and he's doing our jazz performing alligator, Louis. And Andreas Deja, who is mostly known for the villains, he's done Gaston and Jafar and Scar. In this case, he's not doing the villain, he's doing our voodoo fairy godmother, Mama Odie, who's 200 years old. He's also doing her seeing eye snake, Juju. And our villain, in fact, is done by a terrific animator, Bruce Smith, who animated Kerchak and Tarzan, and is also the creator of the Proud Family. And he's done a fantastic job on Facilier, and you'll see some of Facilier and what we're going to show. And we have a Levsic Cajun firefly, Ray, who's being animated by Mike Surrey, who did Timon in Lion King. And our Prince Naveen, is being animated by Randy Haycock, a fantastic animator. He did Clayton and Tarzan and Young Hercules. And does a really, really great job.
So we've got this all-star cast that we've sort of brought together, these artists, and we wanted to share some of the movie with you. So we're actually going to show you 8 minutes of footage, finished footage from the film.
This footage has never been seen anywhere.
Yes.
So you're the first right to see this.
Right. The pictures here, the sound, the mix is a temporary mix, so it'll get all that much better when we do the final mix. But we've got 2 sequences to show you, and the first of these sequences features one of the songs by Randy Newman, Friends on the Other Side. And you know, of course, the story's about a princess, but of course, we have our bad guy, Dr. Facilier. So this is his big sort of set piece in the early part of the film. And just to set it up very briefly, our gregarious prince, Prince Naveen, has come to New Orleans, and he's a big jazz fan, but he's kind of a playboy, and he's loose with his money, and he's kind of burned through the family fortune. He comes there seeking not only to hear where jazz was born, but maybe woo a rich southern girl, maybe he can restore the money that he's lost through all that. He's accompanied by his stuffy valet, Lawrence, who's this British pompous guy, hates jazz, he only likes to waltz, and they sort of get embroiled in a little escapade in the French Quarter here, whereupon they are set upon by our villain, Dr. Facilier. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Facilier here in The Princess and the Frog.
Unfortunately, because she's not actually a princess at this point, the spell backfires, and Tiana is in fact turned into a frog. And the two of them together become lost in the Louisiana bayou. While they're there, they meet Louis, this alligator who loves to play jazz. He's almost as good as Louis Armstrong. And he tells them about Mama Odie, the old voodoo priestess who lives deep in the bayou and has magic, and they figure Mama Odie might be able to solve their problems. So they go on a journey to see Mama Odie, and during that they meet a new character called Ray, a very important character in our movie, and that is where this next clip will pick up. I think the very end of this clip actually has a little bit of black and white, which reflects the fact that we're actually not finished yet. We're still working on the movie right now, but it's going very, very well, and it'll all be in color, hopefully soon. So here we go.
Most beautiful films you've ever seen. You have never, ever met a group of artists that have more to prove to the world, that this art form is something to continue doing. And we believe in that so heartily at Disney. So, John, Ron, thank you.